What's going on, guys? It's Kyle again with DTOM Knives and Gear, and today is going to be an update EDC video, as well as going through my EDC backpack and / get home bag. I've been promising to do this for a while, finally going to get to do it, so stay tuned, let's do it. All right, welcome back, everybody. Okay, so I usually try to keep my videos pretty doggone short as I can. This one might be a little bit longer, but I'm going to try to get through it as fast as I can. I'm not going to talk about everything in detail, just kind of what I carry on a daily basis. Might even have to do some movie magic and move it around a little bit. But anyways, as far as on my person, what I carry every day, of course, I have a wallet. This is the Dango wallet here that I got in the Going Gear EDC subscription box that I have been carrying and really like that thing. I always carry, now before we go any further, I always wear like Carhartt pants. Those are usually what I wear at work, and so I wear those every day. So it has a lot of pockets, a lot of room, and I do carry this stuff on a daily basis. I know it looks like a lot, but I really do. And it's probably too much, but a lot of times I'm testing out knives and gear anyway, so I'm carrying a bunch of stuff. This is the Leatherman Charge. This is the multi-tool that I carry every day. I also carry in here the bit kit and driver for the Leatherman, and until you carry a multi-tool every day, you really don't know how often you really can use these things. So that is cool. I carry, which we went over a little bit in my Hinder investigator pin video, where I do have an EDC pin. This is the Zebra F701. This rides in my shirt pocket. This goes into my left pocket as a backup pin, because I leave this at my desk all the time, and then when I'm walking around at the shop or something and I need to write something down, I always have this on me. So, of course, I have my keys, and my keys are riding on the key bar system and the magnetic tether here. Can't remember exactly what it's called. And then I have a little Olight flashlight. This one is their IR2, I believe. Anyway, cool little keychain flashlight to give you just enough light to see what you're doing if you're having to, rummage around the car or get to your car from the house. This is the primary flashlight. I know it's really small. Did a video on this too. This is the Rovivon EDC flashlight. This one is super duper bright. Has a bunch of different modes. The outside is see in the dark, or glow in the dark, and has this pocket clip on there where I can sit this thing and actually use it as a headlamp. So very useful. I use this every day. I used to carry a Streamlight Micro, which was a little bit longer than this. Still a great flashlight, but this one has taken its place. Really enjoy this. If you want to see more, check out my video on that. Also carry a Hank, and I only really carry a Hank because I am a big boy and I sweat a lot. So I use this to wipe the sweat from my brow. And so I always have a handkerchief on me just for that. Just throw it in my back right pocket where my phone usually goes. This is usually in my bottom of my right pocket. I only carry this and then my primary knife for the day in that pocket, because this seat's really low and most of my knives are not gonna, it's like rubberized in the back here, so it's not gonna mess up my knife. But speaking of knives, I've been usually carrying a primary fixed blade such as the Spyderco Shaman. This is just an example, guys, because I have a lot of knives and so I go through a bunch. But something about this size, and then something as a backup knife like the TRM Neutron. Something very lightweight. I'll usually keep the backup knife in my back left pocket where my wallet is. Just kind of clip into my back left pocket. Works out great for me. These are the Samsung Galaxy Buds. I always have these on me because I always use them. They're pretty cool. They're not the best, but they're all right. Also carry this Victorinox nail clip. I do clip I really just needed a pair of nail clippers and found that Victorinox had one. They work really well, but I use that all the time. And then the only other things that I really use on this are the tweezers and the toothpick. Very handy. So this goes into my left pocket at the bottom as well. And then almost always, not all the time, but almost always, I carry the Azula 2 fixed blade. I carry it on my left side because my firearm is always on my right side. So I just carry it like this to pull it out with my left hand. And it's about the perfect size EDC fixed blade, and that I really use a lot. I love this thing. All right, so that's basically everything in my pockets on a daily basis. Now, we'll get into my EDC backpack. Now, guys, I carry this everywhere I go. Sometimes, it stays in the car depending on where I'm going. If I go to work, it goes into work with me. This is the VanQuest Trident backpack. I've had this thing for years. I think they made a couple of different versions of it. But anyway, this thing holds gear that I probably don't need, but it holds gear that I use on a daily basis, or at least on a weekly basis, and other stuff that I never use, but it's in my car to help me if I have to ditch the car and go somewhere, or I have to have an overnight or something like that. I have this backpack. I usually have some sort of water and food in the car, and then as well as a jacket and some extra clothes. They don't always fit in here. I need to probably change that. I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, you need to keep it in your backpack, and you're probably right. I just don't do it as of right now. But this backpack has been really, really durable. VanQuest makes really good stuff. Always have a water bottle attached here. I used to have a backpack where they had a little pocket on the side, and I kind of prefer that. But this one didn't have it, and this was the size that I chose, so I just usually hang it off there. Little sleeve here. I don't have much. Got a pocket constitution, and then I've got some really cords and stuff that I use for charging things, and my earbud pieces, stuff like that. So that's really all I carry in that one. Have this pull out here. This little stand for my phone if I'm, having to sit somewhere and just use this stand to watch a movie or whatever I need to do. Always carry a Sharpie. This is the fixed blade that's there. This is the Mora Companion. You guys have seen this before. It's been very well used, but also very lightweight and great for EDC. Or EDC. Great for a fixed blade if you're, out survival or something like that. If you had to ditch the car and whittle wood or whatever. Carry a map of my area. I live in Alabama, so it's a map of my particular area. I have some tools for a particular water filtration system. I have a battery backup. I actually have a couple. I use these Anchor battery backups. I don't remember exactly what model this one is, but the battery backups are just, they're really handy for me because I always like to have my phone charged. This is another multi-tool. It's kind of redundant, but this is just the old Leatherman Super Tool. Like one of the first ones that came out. This was given to me a long time ago. So it does have a lot of weight to it. I probably don't need to keep it in this thing, but I do. It's just a lot of things probably need to change. Of course, I got a couple of masks. And some filters for my water filtration system, which we will go over. I keep in that pocket, and that's about it there. Rear. Get all this back in. I'm trying to go through this really fast, guys. So if you want to know more about what exactly everything is, just ask me in the comments below, and I will try to give you all the information. Let's see. Let's go ahead. This little pouch. So I have some wet wipes, always nice and handy to have. Some wet ones, a couple of cards for my gun rights group here in Alabama, Bama Carry. If you live in Alabama, go check them out. We defend our gun rights. Have a few of these dental floss things. Hygiene is always awesome. Then we have a little pill container with ibuprofen, Advil, Tylenol, just whatever I happen to need at the time goes in there. Of course, chapstick, batteries, and a little lighter. Have a thumb drive that I always have. This has some information, is encrypted, so nobody can get in and get my information, but nice to have that. Of course, I have another lighter, redundancy, microfiber cloth, some tissues, some nitrile gloves, and these are just little anti-diarrheal pills that basically got left in that pack. So anyway, there's the front compartment there. Just some handy little things to grab in that top compartment. All right, and then we have one pocket on the side here, which carries the Streamlight ProTech HL. I can't remember. There's a number that's associated with this. Anyway, it's one of my bigger flashlights. Pretty nice. It goes up pretty good throw. I've had this thing forever. So it's just a bigger flashlight if I need something with a little bit more light. This one is probably going to get, I have a Olight Warrior Pro that is probably going to replace this one. But as of right now, that's what I carry. Have a little notebook, some more of those cards for my for the gun rights group that I am a part of. And I have, what's in here? You can tell, this is my handcuff key. Everybody's, why do you carry a handcuff key? Well, I used to bounty hunt, okay, so sue me. So I had a handcuff key because I used to bounty hunt, and you never know. All right, so, man, I'm just hitting this camera all over the place. Apologize. We're gonna get into the big boy. This is what I like about this bag. It did come with like individual little sleeves that go in here to separate everything out. But as you can see, I have little compartments that hold certain things. So first of all, let's get in here. I have my mechanics gloves, which I absolutely love. These things just come in handy if you're changing a tire, you know, gathering firewood at the campsite, whatever, just to keep your hands safe. Have a little container to keep some water. Have some cotton balls with Vaseline. Some spare batteries. Some just regular Ziploc bags, because you never know when those things come in handy. But actually, you can use them a lot. This is my water filtration straw survival filter. I am going to have to look up the actual name of this thing, guys, because I do not remember. But it has two filters, a charcoal and a membrane, whatever you call it. So, you know, and this is made to screw on the water bottle, the water pouch that I have over there. So, you know, I have water if I'm trekking through somewhere and I need some fresh water. Not that I ever expect it to happen, but I like to be prepared. Let's see, I think that's all in that one. Over on this side, always have some duct tape wrap around a little card. Duct tape is a lifesaver in most cases. Have an extra mask, a lot of extra masks because of the time we're living in. So, you know how that is. Anyway, got some zip ties and stuff like that, paracord in that one. So, let me kind of stuff a little bit back in here. All right, back here is my first aid kit. We're not going to go over everything. I have this right here. I have a big med kit that I put together that for like when I go to the range and whatnot. But this is the one that I carry on me most of the time. It has everything, basic stuff that I need to stop blood, some little boo-boos, medicines, stuff like that. Oh my gosh, I wish you could see it. Sorry. But anyway, nice little clamshell. I think it's a Condor pouch, I believe. You know, holds everything nice and tight, so that's nice. This is basically, oh look, there's the handcuffs. Yeah, well, you know, people make fun, but I've actually had I dropped something here. I actually had an instance where I was around as a young man, a person that was doing some very bad stuff, and they caught him, but they couldn't restrain him, and the guy got away. And like I said, I used to do a little bounty hunting. It's a long story, long time ago. So I had the cuffs, and if I ever, you know, have to use my weapon to hold somebody down, or, you know, wait for the police to get there, I have a way to restrain them. Check your local laws, because damn, you probably can get in trouble. Anyway, I have multiple ways to start fire. Got a fire steel, magnesium rod, fireproof matches, and of course I have two lighters in the other compartment, and I've got more lighters in here just because fire is important. This is just a little hygiene kit, you know, where I keep just your regular shampoo, toothbrush, bug spray, little wipes, toilet paper, some toothpaste, and this is some chafing stuff. If you're out on a hike and you know, everybody who goes into a hike and starts chafing, you know how that goes. But anyway, sunscreen, more tooth, dental floss, all kind of stuff. So this is mainly for, obviously, if I have to do an overnighter somewhere and I don't, you know, it was all sudden, I'm prepared to have most of that stuff, you know, deodorant, whatever. This one, try to go fast, guys, sorry. This little pouch, little Maxpedition pouch. This, I have, you know, a little dome lamp here, which is pretty cool, to give me some light if I, wrong button. If you are out and about, you know, you can just kind of hang, it's get magnetized on a little hook there. So they give you some ambient light to do what you got to do. Has a couple of different settings. So it's a pretty nice little light. It's a USB rechargeable. Of course, a headlamp. Everybody needs a headlamp. Some extra batteries for this stuff. I don't think I have anything in this one. Nope. Of course, I got my little pry bar, a paracord bracelet, rape whistle, more zip ties, and emergency blanket with some tin foil, just for emergency preparedness stuff. And that's in that one. This little guy, this is a Maxpedition mini pouch. I actually had this packed a long time ago. Basically, if I had to just get up and go, to have just some basic stuff that I need to just, you know, do whatever, I guess, basic survival or whatever. I put this together, and it's been basically non-removing like this for a while, but I use this stuff, you know, as EDC. Flashlight again. This is just a cheap old flashlight. Little Gerber mini multi-tool. Of course, a pen and paper. This is a little screwdriver kit that, you know, flatheads stuff, but I have a multi-tool now. I didn't have but this and this at that particular time. Some paracord, more zip ties, a little bitty boo-boo kit in there, and this, I believe, I've got, yeah, little razor blades. There's another, and a needle, and then some nail clippers. These little, apologize, guy, if I'm in the way. This thing is, it's kind of hard to do all this behind the camera. A little compact thing of scissors. Man, these scissors work freaking awesome, too. I do have scissors on my Leatherman, but if I got to do some detailed cutting, you know, with scissors, I grab these because these things work great, and they fold up into that. More chapstick, and that's about it in that thing. But just, you know, stuff that, I mean, a lot of the stuff is redundant, guys, but, you know, two is one and, wait, one is none and two is one. And then, of course, just a little boo-boo kit. This is the like Band-Aids and antiseptic wipes. If I've got, you know, out with the kids or whatever, this is the first thing I grab. And then if I don't have in here, then I'll grab my first aid kit. So, I think that's about it. Other than bandana, stuff like that, which everybody knows what you use bandanas for. So anyways, guys, I'm going to try to end this right here. I know you might have a bunch of questions. Go ahead and hit them in the comments. As far as if you see anything, you don't exactly know what it is and you want me to tell you, I will. This is actually good for me. Take this thing out, you know, what I might be able to get rid of, what I think I need to put in here. If you guys have any suggestions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. But anyway, it's something that I carry on a daily basis. It makes me feel a little bit better, a little peace of mind. Of course, the only thing that I didn't show you was I always carry a firearm on me on my person, but I have my bigger pistol, my Glock 17, and a holster in this back compartment because if I'm concealed carrying, but if shit hits the fan and I have to move, that I have a bigger pistol with more capacity. So anyways, guys, I really appreciate you stopping by, checking this out. Please give me some advice, you know, what you think I need, what you think I need to get rid of. If you like this kind of stuff, hit that like button. I do a giveaway each month. So if you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, you'll be notified when I do those giveaways, and you can win some cool gear. This next one coming up should be pretty cool. I've got some ideas, and it's going to be probably better than the rest of them that I've done so far. So definitely stay tuned for that. I really appreciate everybody, all my subscribers, all the people that have been a help to this channel. Big Board Knife and Gear, Bearded Gear, Big Red EDC, Slicey Dicey, I mean, Metal Complex, all those guys have helped me out so much. OCD for EDC, I know I'm missing a bunch of guys. But anyways, really appreciate it. You guys be safe out there, and we will see you in the next one.